Hi all, welcome to my channel. It's Rochelle from Plan with CSR BD, or at least I used to be CSR BD. Now I'm Plan with Rochelle, and it has been like 2.5, 3 weeks almost. Has a couple of reasons. First of all, we went on vacation, and this week that we are planning out for this Plan with Me was the first half of that vacation, and then um, I'm also uploading the Plan with Me for the vacation week because we were there for like 10 days. And I'm also uploading that this week. Um, so we were there, and it was a bit difficult for me to do voiceovers. I did one, which was my last Plan with Me, but I haven't had the time to do the other one over there. And then the second reason is because we are selling our place. We are moving back in with my parents because it's just a lot easier. My son Andrew is turning 4 in December, which means he's going to start school. And so I think it's called kindergarten. And so it's just easier because my parents live at like 2 minutes distance of the school, which is also the school that I work as a teacher. So yeah, we are moving, which meant that we are very busy. Like we came back from vacation and I had 2 weeks left until the photographer for our house comes. And that was like the 27th that we came back. And now I have 4 more days until the photographer comes. So yeah, it's been busy, but I'm trying my best, and I'm going to upload 2 Plan with Me's for this week, and then next week I'm also going to upload 2 Plan with Me so that we are back in the game. Um, I'm also starting school in like 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks actually. I have the whole week for the next week, and then I have this weekend. So tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, then one weekend, then I start with teaching again, or at least it's like we call it 0 week here in the Netherlands, which means that we have to go do some professional development days, and we also need to prep our classroom. So yeah, almost starting. Now that the base is ready, it's a kit called Squeeze the Day, and it is by Papercrownplanner, and it is such a cute kit. It's a new kit. Like, she hasn't really done new kits lately for her own shop, because she does a lot of kits together with, for example, the Pretty Pink Co. In collaboration, but she hadn't really released something for her own kit, her own shop, sorry. And she did like a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago, not even maybe. So this is that kit, and I love the colors in it, the orange, the pink. So I had to use it as my first week of vacation. Um, so let's get started on the day by day. It was Monday the 14th of July, and it was my sister's 27th birthday. She's the middle one. I'm the oldest one with 29 years old, and then I have the youngest one, Jamie, and Jay is 25. She will turn 26 in November. But it was Chelsea's her 27th birthday. And then Emily was up from like 2:54 a.m. until 6:33 a.m. So that was fun. She was quite awake and she wanted all the attention she could get. So after that, we just slept a little bit in till like 10 o'clock. And then after that, we got up and I started with a paint by numbers on my iPad just to do something fun, get my head out of all my thoughts. And then I had a dentist appointment. Um, so I marked it down with a lot of the icons are actually from, like, almost all the icons are from the kit itself. She has a bunch of cute icons that come with the kit. So yes. Then I sold all my charms. I had a bunch. I had like a period of time where I was pregnant with Emily, so that's like 2.5 years ago, because the week before this week, actually, she turned 2. And then I would go on TikTok shop and buy a lot of charms and just do like phone cases with it. And I had like 8 boxes full of charms, didn't know what to do with it. And then my husband said, just sell them already because you don't use it anymore. And we need to get rid of a bunch of stuff now that we are selling the place. So that day, I actually sold all the charms. And then in the evening, my mom, Jay, her girlfriend, and the kids and I, we just chilled on the couch. We um, watched Take Me Out, which is like a series here in the Netherlands where you have mothers and daughters, and the mothers pick a like just a guy that comes on the show, and then he has to do tell who he is, what his job is, and all that kind of stuff. And then that was fun to watch. But yeah, and then in the evening, my mom ordered spring rolls for us to munch on, and I watched Monster House. Going on to Tuesday the 15th, I read some Crossfire on my Kindle in the morning. I had an early walk to pick up groceries, and then I cropped a bunch of kits digitally for my iPad to use for all my Plan With Me's. I made breakfast for everybody, and I was doing some digital planning because I had to catch up. Then after that, we watched like a show on Netflix which is called like Train Wreck or something. And we watched how the Project X here in the Netherlands a couple of years ago, um, um, what was wrong with it and how it became a like Project X um, thing. Like Project X from the movie Project X, it really was something like that. It's very interesting. It happened in Haren here in the Netherlands. So yeah, if you're into that kind of things, check it out. We went to Skins and Douglas to pick up some things for my mom, and she also picked me up some makeup, which was really nice. And then we went to a like Dutch mini pancake restaurant. Then on Wednesday the 16th, I slept until 10 and then I got ready. I went to Almere Center with my husband and with Emily. And I picked up a bunch of things. The idea for the day was we were leaving the next day, so the 17th, but in like nighttime. So at 2 a.m. in the morning, we would get picked up by the taxi, and the kids were like, when you have kids and you have multiple kids and they're like almost the same age, they can get annoyed with each other. Like, I think they always get annoyed with each other, doesn't matter which age. But I really see now that Emily's 2 years old and Andrew's 3 years old, they just get annoyed at each other very easily. And so the idea for that Wednesday was to separate them. So Andrew stayed with my parents, and then Emily Jane came with us just to create some space for the both of them before we went into the plane and on vacation. So yeah, we went to Almere Centrum, and I picked up the new MAC lip set that just released back then. And then we had lunch at McDonald's, and I bought new shampoo and razors. I packed up all my books, which was like a preparation for packing things from the house. And I threw away all the trash and I cleaned. Then we went to Odido for Joris's phone because it wasn't working properly, and like 10 days before that day it got switched from Surfer, but it didn't work, so we went to Odido and they fixed it for him. And then I packed all the suitcases because that's what we do. Then on Thursday the 17th, I did my hair in the evening because there was so much to pack and there was so much to do. Also, with keeping in mind that we are moving, of course, and that I had to wash my hair at like 9 in the evening. And I was rushing because I was like, okay, at 2 a.m. I have to get picked up, or we are getting picked up at 2 a.m. by the taxi. But what do? I have just 4 hours until we're getting picked up. So I did my hair. I had half an hour of sleep. Then the taxi came to bring us to the airport, and we had the flight to Gran Canaria, which is 4.5 hours from the Netherlands. We checked in at the hotel, and then the first day usually we just go swimming because our room wasn't ready yet. So we went swimming. We walked to the beach just to see and look around the place. And then the entertainment for the evening was Frozen. I normally don't do entertain, or I used to not do the entertainment and just go my evening. However, I wanted to, but since I have kids, of course I have to go to the entertainment. And so that night they did Frozen, and it was actually pretty cute. So yeah, on Friday the 18th, I straightened my hair, decided to do like a late breakfast because the day before was so early and I hadn't really had any sleep. I bought a dress with my mom. We went on vacation with my parents and then also Chelsea and Martijn, which is her husband, just like a family trip. And then Jay and Stacy couldn't come because they were watching the dogs and they are actually very busy with American football, but in Germany. So they decided to not come along this year. We took the bus to Puerto Rico, which is like a place in Gran Canaria, of course. And then we had pizzas and batidos, so milkshakes at the beach. We went to the Angry Birds kids playground, which is like a big playground with water elements also in it and like a cart situation. So very cute, and they really enjoyed it. After that, we came back and we went to the Hyper Dino to get some groceries. And the entertainment for that evening was like a Hollywood show. So they did Hollywood themed dances and yeah, things like that. Then on Saturday the 19th, we took the bus to Maspalomas and we went to the mall with the fam. We had a walk at the boulevard. And then we had lunch at this place called Penguins. I had pizza again. I was sharing with Chelsea because in the heat I can't really eat a lot, and so can she. And so we just split it, our food, most of the times when we went out to eat. And we had the lunch at the Penguins, and then after that we just picked up ice cream from next door because next door was like a they had better looking desserts, and it was all about desserts. It was like an ice cream shop, so we went to pick up the dessert over there. And the bunny sticker is from Papershire. Then after that, I picked up a Ferrari sunglasses for Joris because he had one from Porsche, but that one broke down. So, or was broken, so I got him a new one, but from Ferrari. I had some planner time in the hotel, and then the entertainment for that evening was Greece, and they had everything. They had like the fake car to do all the songs and the same clothing, so that was a very nice entertainment evening. And then going on to the last day of this week, the 20th of July, we had a day at the hotel because we had spent 2 days of showing Chelsea and Martijn around. Last year in June, we also went to Gran Canaria, and I think I have planned with me for that week too. But this year we wanted to go with them, so we just showed them around, and we decided Sunday would be a rest day. So they went swimming again. I couldn't swim, unfortunately, because Shark Week started. So yeah. But I just filmed part 2 of A Plan With Me, and then I did my voiceover, I edited, and I actually uploaded that day. So that is my last Plan With Me on my, so the Plan With Me before this one. And then we went to the store for some drinks. We also had a frappe latte and some, for me, I had mocktails. I don't drink alcohol. I don't like the taste of alcohol, but the rest does drink. So they had cocktails and I had some mocktails. And then I had a Plannercade A5 Duo order, which is stuck in Germany for a week already, and I don't understand why. I really, really need it for my back to school in a week, but I hope it gets released real soon. So yeah, I placed an order, and then in the evening we did a arcade hall run. So that was my Plan With Me for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet but you would like to see more of this, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you the next time. Bye loves.